This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at progressive.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
But anyway, so I'm walking around this mall. There's a bunch of chef-driven concepts. Then I walk past a restaurant called, and I think it might be a chain, so this might not be news to you or to the people listening. This bitch was called Eggsl.
Yeah, I don't like that. And it is a chain, and I don't like that.
Why?
This is a sex-negative podcast.
Yeah, because can I say something? Because I just feel like, I'm an adult, right? And I don't have kids, and so I don't really care about offending children's sensibilities. I found myself walking past Eggsl being like, there are children here, and you're calling this shit Eggsl?
Also, I like eggs, but...
Not now I don't. Now I'm vegan because of Eggsl. Welcome to Text Me Back Podcast. Meagan mentioned this.
And I'm Blumptious O'Blumptious.
Oh my God.
Top of the morning to you.
Oh God. You watched one World Cup game.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. But that's the setup to my joke, and now you've ruined that as well. Anyway, welcome to Text Me Back Podcast, the only podcast. This time we're doing it in person, which is different than usual.
Hello.
Sometimes people like it, sometimes they don't.
We have conquered space-time to be together.
Yes, this is a totally different day.
Yeah.
Totally different week. And the reason you know that is because would I have changed shirts if it was the same day? We are, of course, joined by Lauren Sanchez Bezos. Anyway, we're supposed to tell you, you might hear some background noise, which is typical for Text Me Back podcast.
Yeah.
But this time, instead of it being Kevin screaming at my neighbor, it might be some VIPs in the courtyard of this place where we're recording. I don't know anything about them.
We don't know.
I don't know who they are.
There may be a dull roar rising and building and rising and rising and building outside.
Yeah. A lot of, just for whatever reason, I feel like it's tech related, but I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
I'm sure it is. Who but tech can afford to have an event?
You know what they did? They probably made a bunch of hyper-realistic memojis to bother their older sisters. And then all of the memojis are coming to the courtyard to scream in the background of our podcast.
That's where the money's at, Megan.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're saying.
I know off air, we just talked about what we're going to talk about today.
And you don't remember?
No, I remember, kind of. But I also have a request because you made me laugh so hard right before we started shooting today. And then you proceeded to not tell the story on the air at all. That thing that you said about the tennis.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what did you think I meant?
So when we were, I don't know, when we were setting up to record, Allie kept saying, "Oh, I hear some sort of weird noise," and I said, "Oh, is it the air conditioning? Because if we have to turn that off, we're canceling."
Oh boy.
I said, "If we have to turn off the air conditioning, it's just going to have to sound like shit. I don't care." And she said, "No, I think it's something to do with the wire." And so then I said, "What if I touch the wire?" And then I sort of pinched it. And then kind of at the same time I did that, Allie goes, "Oh, it sounds worse."
Allie was not, you said it to yourself.
Yeah.
Allie was troubleshooting with the people that work here at this building. I was just sitting here. Megan goes on a journey of women in STEM, and she has her little pincers, and she goes, her elegant nails. She goes, "What if I touch the wire?" And I just sort of watched her, and then she touched it, she squozed it, and then she released. She squozed it.
What I thought was going to happen. But I think that so I used to listen to the radio a lot on my little boombox, my little speaker in my room. And it had a little antenna thing. If you weren't getting very good reception, you could move the stupid antenna thing around.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you touch the antenna, it comes in technological conduit that could fix the audio.
Honestly, I understood the logic. I did. I knew that that's what you were feeling.
I said, what if I touch the wire? It was very Moira Rose coded as well. Like, Daniel, what if I, David.
It was also private.
You entered a private moment that I was having with the wire and my thoughts. But that's not what you were talking about.
That's not even what I was talking about.
I just keep a list of ideas in my notes app, and I don't use any of them on the show because I always think, oh, this is going to be a segment, but really it's just a sentence. It's just one thing I want to say and then move on with my life. So I never did this. But this summer, I just feel like there's been a lot of European sports entering my vision, my line of vision. And one of them was the French Open. And I don't watch a lot of tennis. I feel like I have watched matches when Serena was playing, although she tried to come back for Wimbledon and it didn't work. She hurt her knee or something. But I don't understand it at all. I don't understand how they score because sometimes you get 10 points, but sometimes you get 15 and you have to win by a certain amount. But there's also sets within matches. And I'm like, this is so much happening. So I don't really know what I'm looking at. But I was watching the French Open and a good friend of mine, Segal, was telling me how it works. And now I kind of understand it.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, I was watching the French Open at Roland Garros in Paris. And I just they cut to showing the quarterfinalists coming into the stadium where they were going to play. And they had to put their tennis bags through a TSA scanner. And then they had to walk through a metal detector. And I was like, what? Why are you making Novak Djokovic go through TSA screening to go play tennis? And I just had this thought of imagine the long con of some member of the Taliban is you guys, I've got it. I'm going to become a world-class tennis player. I'm going to be ranked top 10. I'm going to get to Roland Garros and I'm going to sneak in with my weapon and then I'm going to blow up Roland Garros. And then all the other Taliban guys being like, oh my God, that's genius. But he's thwarted at the last minute by there being a metal detector. What? Why are you making the players go through security? What's Djokovic gonna do? He's gonna bring in a gun? What do you mean? So I was telling the same friend, Segal, about this thought, and I was laughing, and she goes, Meagan, unfortunately, I think that's the premise for that fake Office movie, Threat Level Midnight.
Michael Scott's screenwriting debut.
And I said, somebody else already had the thought that Osama bin Laden was going to become a top 10 world-ranked tennis player and then blow up Roland Garros. Anyway, so that's in my notes app. I can finally delete it now because I finally talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, well, because you were just looking, we were like, what should we do today? And then you just were reading through your notes app and then you said, Osama bin Laden becomes pro tennis player. I said, huh? I said, what?
So that's what I've been thinking about.
But what are we actually talking about today? That was just a little moose-boosh.
What we're going to talk about today is I have breaking mall news that I'd like to discuss.
Like the Washington Mall or like the National Mall?
Malls. The concept of shopping malls.
Not the mall.
Not the
in Washington,
mall.
D.C.
But she's been through it.
Well, we've been talking about the mall.
But not that mall.
Okay.
We're talking about shopping malls. I have breaking shopping mall news. Also, Pride Month just ended, and we have some notes for the
That's
LGBTQ.
Right. Well, you do.
I do. But we are going to be talking about the acronym.
And I have a piece of gay gossip that's huge.
A piece of gay gossip. And in conclusion,
I forget.
I don't remember. Hang on. Let me look at my notes app. Oh, I have a segment called Making New Friends.
Oh.
And within Breaking Mall News is a surprise micro sub-segment called That's Annoying to Me.
Oh, right. I forgot about That's Annoying to Me.
That's Annoying to Me, which is different than what normally goes on this podcast.
Sure.
This is different.
Sure.
And then we're going to end the show.
Great.
So.
Well, I already forgot what you just said. We're starting with the mall, though. I know that.
Yeah, I have breaking shopping mall news. Hey, first of all, do you like my vest?
I love it.
Do you like my shirt? That's how you know it's a different day. I'm wearing a vest now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Guess where this vest came from, dude?
I can't.
JCPenney. Get involved with that. That's the first thing I'd like to say. Breaking mall news. JCPenney rocks.
Still around.
It still exists. And they have good stuff in there.
You know what's my favorite thing about JCPenney? Is that when I was growing up, my mom called it pennies.
Pennies. Yes.
And I feel like no one does that anymore.
Nobody calls it panties. So I had sort of forgotten about that, but I got served this TikTok video from this lady who was like walking through JCPenney. And she said, okay, panties. And I was like, yeah, what's up with JCPenney? So I had originally seen this lady's video where she was showing all kinds of cute stuff that JCPenney has. And I was like, that's crazy. And then I just so happened to go to South Center Mall while I'm here in Seattle. And I was like, pennies. And so I went into pennies and they have so much cute stuff. I got the bracelets from there too.
Oh my God, cute.
Wow. So here's what happened. We're here in Seattle, Washington. We're recording in person. And originally, I think, but I might have been wrong about this, we were going to record 3 episodes. But because of Mackenzie Bezos's Memoji event out in the courtyard, we are doing 4 episodes over the course of 2 days. But I only brought 3 outfits. And I do, I'll drop the facade. We change clothes in between.
Meagan.
Yeah. I'm so sorry
but
to
Meagan?
burst the illusion. Don't tell your kids. This is like Santa Claus to them. Anyway, so I was like, I need a 4th outfit or at least like a new shirt to like sort of differentiate between the days, right?
Yeah.
So I go to South Center Mall. Now, for all the Seattle heads that listen to this podcast, either you're with me or correct me if I'm wrong. But when we were growing up, I feel like South Center was the janky mall. Like you would not really go to South Center. It didn't have very much good stuff.
I feel like the mall itself is not very big.
Yeah.
It's now sprawled.
It's now more sprawl.
There's outbuildings and it goes on forever.
But they didn't have like good stores. I feel like if you wanted to have a slightly more luxurious shopping experience, you'd either go to downtown Seattle. Northgate had some good stuff.
I mean, you know what was like, I only went there a handful of times. But Alderwood.
Yeah.
I remember I went there and I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
And I never knew that about Alderwood too. And then I went there for the first time, I think in college. And I was like, I didn't know Alderwood had it like this. But now I think they maybe don't.
I was a Northgate girl.
I was a Westlake Center girly myself because I was a little bit of a scumbag. But we did go to Northgate quite a bit, like for Christmas shopping and things of this nature.
I was just thinking about, because I, of course, in this day and age, at age 44, the main thing that I do is have conversations with other 44-year-olds about how much we want to get off our phones. And so I was just having one of these the other day. And the person I was talking to was like, like we used to just like be bored sometimes. And
imagine.
I was thinking about it. And I used to just go on the bus. I would take the bus, I believe the number 75, to Northgate from my house. And then I would just sit at the mall and watch people walk around.
Yeah, but there's also this thing of like, maybe I'll go down there and just see if anyone's there.
Exactly.
And you would like sometimes run into someone that would like, we would always go like for like big things at Seattle Center, you'd always meet by the whales or whatever. But sometimes you would just go down there and see if you ran into somebody.
Wander around until I find my friends.
Yeah, it was really crazy. I know. But of course, Bell Square was the bougiest of all the malls, right? So everything I guess I sort of compared against Bell Square. If Bell Square is the bougiest and everything's sort of below that. But I always thought of South Center as being kind of like not having the best stuff, a little bit janky, right? I freaking go over to South Center. Now, this is a mall, baby. Baby, this is a mall.
She's thriving.
She's thriving. Okay, like, and I went on like at like Monday at like 12 or something. I'm walking around. It's bustling. Okay, they have all manner of stores. They have like high-end brands there now. They have like Lululemon. But here's what I'd like to introduce a new microsegment I'm calling That's Annoying to Me. I walk by a bunch of these restaurants. I'd like to know when this shit happened. Why is every restaurant a chef-driven concept?
Ew. What?
I'm seeing that shit everywhere. Every restaurant is a chef-driven concept.
It says that?
Yes. So like that's a selling point that the restaurant is
a food-driven concept.
How about, or check this out, every restaurant is driven by a chef's concept.
Well, yeah. One would hope.
What are you talking? Why are you telling me this?
just put food.
Just put food on
the
there.
sign.
Good food by chef. Are the chefs doing this? Did the chefs go to the marketing people and say, make sure they know this was all driven by me and my concepts?
I'm sure it's just the marketing people.
Is this Big Chef?
They think no. I think marketing people think that this is what the people want. They want a chef-driven concept.
I don't want a chef-driven concept. I want to eat a snacky.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like when like a realtor is always trying to change your neighborhood's name.
Right.
Like they tried to change the Central District in Seattle to East Capitol Hill.
That's crazy.
Girl. Or like they try to turn Lower Queen Anne into Uptown. They're still working on that. Never gonna happen.
Or they tried to turn sort of the middle part of downtown, part by the art museum, between the art museum and the water, and like 2 blocks this way.
Give me a break.
They were like, now this is West Edge.
Oh, fuck off.
The city's not big enough.
It was bad enough. The only one that's ever worked, by the way, is Soto.
Right.
South of downtown, which is like where the stadiums are. That's the only one that's ever been successful. And you want to know why? Because a realtor didn't come up with it. The Mariners did. Do you know what I mean? Or at least that's what it seems
also,
like to me.
was it even called something else before?
No, I feel like it was just like the industrial area.
Yeah, I guess when we were kids, we called it the industrial area.
Yeah, because that's where you would get your like tile.
Yeah, or
and,
like
your sink.
I need a salvaged door handle.
Yeah, and they would be like, oh, we have that. Yeah, in the industrial area. That's where it is.
Yeah.
So anyway, the chef-driven concept thing is pissing me off. But anyway, so I'm walking around this mall. There's a bunch of chef-driven concepts. Then I walk past a restaurant called, and I think it might be a chain, so this might not be news to you or to the people listening. This bitch was called Eggsl.
Yeah, I don't like that. And it is a chain, and I don't like that.
Why?
This is a sex negative podcast.
Yeah, because can I say something? Because I just feel like, I'm an adult, right? And I don't have kids, and so I don't really care about offending children's sensibilities. I found myself walking past Eggsl being like, there are children here, and you're calling this shit Eggsl?
Also, I like eggs, but
not now. I don't. Now I'm vegan because of Eggsl. What if you worked there and your family's like, oh, congrats on your new job. Where do you work? And you say Eggsl?
I'm assistant slut at Eggsl.
I'm the assistant manager at Slut. I'm the assistant slut manager. I manage all the egg sluts. I'm the regional egg slut manager. My God, it was disgusting. And then it was across, however, it was across the hall, the aisle from Potato Corner. And that I like.
That's wholesome.
I like that. I tried to go to Potato Corner's. I didn't have time to stop to go to Potato Corner. So I was like, I'm going to look at their website. Potato Corner, if you're watching, you got to figure that out. There's not a iota of information about potatoes on your entire website. I don't know what you say. It seems like they serve, you can get that like Chicago mix of popcorn from like Nuts on Clark or from
I sure do
Garrett's,
know that.
It seems like Potato Corner sells that, but French fries.
That's not what I want it to be.
Not sure exactly what goes on at Potato Corner, but
I want it to be baked potatoes.
But if you're the CEO of Eggsl, prison. Why would you? Because actually, their food looks really good. It's like just egg sandwiches.
Here's the thing about mixing food and eroticism. I don't like it.
Don't do it.
I'm not interested. But even if I was interested, the last food that I want in there is an egg.
Yeah.
An egg is the least sexy food.
Because of the connotations,
Meagan,
anyway.
It's not because of the connotations.
It's not because of a human woman's ovum.
I thought you were saying that it would imply that I was attracted to baby chickens.
Oh, no,
which I'm not really worried about, actually.
I think you're getting put on a list just for thinking that.
No,
where are the thought police? Like, literally, where are the thought police? I need help.
No, I'm just saying eggs are slimy and stinky.
Yeah.
I don't.
So don't try
Sex is slimy and stinky enough, okay?
Okay. Baby, I've seen enough. Anyway, so that was what was going on at the mall. However, so I'm walking around the mall and we talked about this. I love the mall. I had so much fun. I was just walking around. I was peeking my little head into all the stores and I was smelling the smells. And like the South Center Mall does have like 900 of those sort of like Japanese, Korean trinket stores. Yeah. So if you're in the market for that, they have a bunch of those. But they had like a lot of good real stores. They also had a store that was just sort of like a novelty t-shirt store, which I am going to need the FBI
Yeah.
to get involved with that story. Not a one of them were funny. I didn't laugh once. But one shirt said, "Dad of a few dumbass kids," which I thought about getting for my brother. But then another one was like, "Does my patriotism offend you?" And it had like a SEAL, Navy SEAL guy on it with like a gun. I'm like, that's stolen valor, babe. You can't have that on there. It was so dumb.
If you're not the Navy SEAL on the shirt, you don't get to
I know.
have his
I know
power.
your patriotism doesn't offend me. I find you embarrassing. You're just embarrassing.
Well, you're like embarrassing and you're like doing bad stuff.
You're doing bad stuff.
Sorry.
I actually don't think what you're doing is very patriotic.
I have to like the bad stuff that you do?
It's patriotic to
I
be
don't
the
want to.
world's worst guy. All right then. Anyway, so walking around the mall. Then I get my vest from PENNEYS. I'm telling you, freaking PENNEYS,
Dude, you know, like 20 years ago, PENNEYS did like a reboot and they were like, now we're going to be a destination for like cute plus size clothes.
Ooh.
And I went down to PENNEYS and I got myself like a whole new wardrobe for like $25.
It truly is like,
like dresses that I wore for years.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, I haven't gone back to check if they have more.
I will say this, JCPenney's website is horrible.
Oh,
it's so bad. It's hard to find stuff on their website. And like the staging for the outfits is very bad.
Who's your web designer? Potato Corner?
I really feel like PENNEYS needs to overhaul the whole aesthetic of the website. Sorry to use the word aesthetic, but the website is not giving.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Hire whoever does Nordstrom's website, and then I think we might be in business.
Yeah.
But the store was fine. The store was all set up really, it was nice, and everyone was really nice to me. And it's kind of, PENNEYS is like one of those stores where you go in and like the price tag will be like $58, and then you go up to the register and they're like, oh, everything's 75% off today.
Yeah.
Because it's Flag Day or whatever. And so like this vest was like $25. It was insane.
It looks like $1 million.
Yeah, and I got these bracelets 2 for 1, man. Girl, it was crazy. So anyway, so then I get my item and I leave, and I went to go pick up my nephew because he has a job now, mowing lawns for one of his neighbors. So I go to pick up my nephew and I'm telling him about the mall. You know, he dead ass turns to me and says, "I love the mall."
Nature is healing.
And I went, "Are you serious?" Because we have been actively worried about the mall on this podcast because it feels like, what do they call that? The third spaces are dying. Is that what they say? And I guess I just made an assumption that the teens don't go to the mall anymore because they're on their YouTubes and their Discords, whatever. They're on their Twitch streams. But he said he loves going to the mall. He loves walking all around. He likes going to all the shops. I was like, no way. And he's like, yeah, I got a gift card for my birthday. So I'm like walking around.
That's so cute.
Isn't that cute? And also the South Center Mall has like 4 different stores that just sell rare jerseys and stuff. Like one, I didn't go into any of them, but I walked past one that was selling this jersey from the McDonald's Classic from like 1996. And I was like, why do you have this? Like, it was just insane. There's like 4 or 5 stores like that. So he likes to check out the jerseys for like soccer stuff and whatever. And I was like, I love the mall. That makes me so happy. I love the mall. And I was like, do you just go to shop or do you like to go to get like the goss? I didn't get the sense that he really goes there for like the drama and the gossip, but
someday.
But I was like, do other people your age like go to the mall? And he said yes. And so I was like, that's breaking mall news.
Mm-hmm.
The teens are at the mall.
They're back.
They're back, baby.
You know, it kind of makes sense because speaking of TikTok Digest, which we weren't, I sometimes also get served teen boy content, and they're doing a lot of man on the street.
Yes.
They're going to the mall. They're running into kids they know from high school. They're saying, who's the hottest guy in school?
Ooh, I love that.
You know, and then she says,
Caden
Baden.
Caden B.
Because
there's 19 Cadens.
Right.
So she's like, oh, Caden F.
He goes and finds Caden Baden, who's the hottest girl in school. Or they'll do that thing where it's like, do you think she's hot? They'll like show them a picture of the last person.
Love that. Unfortunately, I do love those. Like,
do you think he's gay?
Yeah. We don't like that as much.
I
also like the ones where they go up and they ask the person a question, and then whatever the response is the question they ask to the next person.
Yeah.
So it'll just be somebody going up to another person going, huh?
Yeah. And I think that's happening at the mall, especially during summer vacation when you don't have your friends around you at school.
Yeah.
it's like the age of content. It's like first the World Wide Web killed them all, and now it's bringing them all back to life.
I think so. I really feel like that's true. I'm hoping that's true because, boy, do I love them all.
It's a lot like going to Seattle Center, but like, especially when it was like folk life or something, just the feeling of like maybe someone hot from my school will be at the mall.
Yeah, it's so alluring. It's so fun.
Who will I see at the mall today? Adults should have a version of that.
I think it's just the mall. But
but not,
only when kids are in school. Oh, a version of like, I wonder if I will bump into somebody hot from work or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that. Other than, I guess, work.
I don't even have that.
Yeah, you don't even have that. Neither do I. Anyway, and that's breaking mall news / that's annoying to me. Oh boy, do I hate chef-driven concept.
It just means nothing. Talk about the enshittification. Restaurants are being hit hard.
Yeah.
Like, no food is good anymore.
Yeah, everything tastes bad, except for where we went to dinner last night. That was really good.
The place that I didn't get to go because
the place that we went to dinner
out.
last week or perhaps longer ago, depending on when this episode airs.
I think if there's one thing that the listeners love, it's when we keep doing the joke about, well, they're not
They love it. I just don't know. Well, it's not even that. I feel like I never know when when we do these, I never know when they're going to air. So I'm just like, well, it might have been 3 weeks ago.
There's no
really
continuity.
couldn't tell you.
We don't know.
This whole podcast is a continuity error. Much like Andre Brower showing up in Law & Order SVU as not his homicide character. This is a continuity error.
Which we talked about 2 years ago on this podcast. Maybe?
We talked about it in the 20th century. Anyway.
What's next?
That's breaking mall news. I think we're going to take
notes for the gays.
Yeah, but I think we're going to take a break and then tell them about it.
But first, we're going to take a break. And then when we come back, gays, you're on notice. No more Mr. Nice Pride Month.
No more Mr. Nice Queer Elder.
Yeah, I have a wife.
And we're back. Lindy, would you like to kick us off with some hot LGBTQ news?
Yeah. This is a segment I'm calling People You Didn't Know Were Bi. I received a piece of info, Megan. Oh, on the 4th of July, our nation's birthday.
Yes.
We were talking about Batman, okay? Roya mentioned someone said something about someone who had been put in an institution.
Sensational content. Go on.
Someone in my vicinity mentioned someone being put in an institution. I think it was some hypothetical where Roya was being locked up for
madness. Hysteria.
Aham goes, they're going to put her in Arkham. She's in Arkham. I said, yeah, she's Bagface. Which is not that guy's name.
I think his name is Scarecrow.
Well, I didn't remember that at the time.
Scarecrow's bi?
No. Scarecrow is not bi.
Scarecrow is heterosexual or gay, but not both.
I didn't look it up. He could be bi, but
he could be pan. We really don't know.
Okay. We started talking about Batman villains. One thing led to another. I'm looking at something on my phone. My phone informs me that the Riddler is canonically bi.
Oh.
The Riddler's canonically bi.
Who decided? When did that happen?
Okay, so the Riddler.
And who did he kiss?
Well, Megan, I don't know.
Oh.
Well, I'll have to do some more research. But so I made some joke about the guy who played the Riddler in the Adam West Batman. And I was like, like the gay Riddler. And then I was trying to find that guy's name. So I searched gay Riddler. And then
Important.
the AI popped up and offered the Riddler is canonically bi. That's what the AI said. I said, oh, the Riddler's canonically bi. And it said that the Riddler's sexuality was like not specified. But then in 2022.
Oh, this is a recent discovery.
It's a little bit of a retrofit.
Oh my God, he was in the closet for so long.
So long.
King, that is so sad.
He was trying to tell us.
I mean, he wasn't hiding it very well.
Spangled in question marks.
But we all just thought he was Q, questioning. We didn't know he was B.
We didn't know he was B, but he was like, they said, who are you into? He said, question mark?
He said, I'm questioning. So we knew he was Q this whole time, but we didn't know.
We knew that he was
he had
Q.
answered his Q and he is B.
He's B. Yeah. So yeah, at some point in 2022, someone at DC Comics said, let's make this official. And they said that the Riddler, Christian name, Edward Nygma.
Come on. You're going to name your kid Edward Nygma and then be surprised he grows up to be a gay villain.
Bi. Stop doing bi erasure. I'm trying to do the opposite of bi erasure here, which is bi darkening.
By the way, not just any bisexual villain, but one who only asks annoying, inscrutable questions. His parents did that to him. By the way, I feel like the Penguin's real name is something like Jeff Waterbird or something.
Jeff Waterbird, yeah.
And it was like Percy
Waddler.
Yeah, it is something
His
like
name
that.
is Percy Antarctica.
I guess I have my phone right here, but I just felt like that would be bad TV.
It's not TV.
It could be.
If you work for the TV, give us a show. It'll be a lot like this.
His name
is Tubby Tuxedo.
Oh, Oswald.
That's right.
Oswald is like the name you would give somebody that you think is going to grow up to be a bird-based villain, I feel.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So,
is he bi?
Almost certainly.
The Riddler?
The Riddler? Are you hearing this? I bet the mic didn't pick it up. Producer Allie has just informed us that Oswald Copperpot. No. What's his name?
Oswald Copperpot.
Cotfield.
Oswald Waterbird.
Percy Waterbird, the Penguin, is queer, questioning, or bi, or gay. We don't know. Anyways, he's smooching the Riddler.
Edward Nygma.
Edward Nygma.
They got bi erased simultaneously using each other's tongues.
Oh my God, sexual. Well, great. That's such good gay history for us all.
The Penguin, he's waddling over. He's unzipping that question mark bodysuit.
Oh. That's a Lindy-driven concept, and I don't like it. I was going to say the Penguin threw the first brick at Stonewall.
That's right.
He went, eh.
It doesn't. They don't count it as the first brick because it didn't hit anything.
It didn't count as a throw because it just sort of fell down. But it was him who did it. Well, great. Do you want to know some advice I have for the gays?
Yeah.
Okay, so
right before we started filming, Megan said, "I don't think I should say this."
I really don't think I should, but it's happened like twice in the last month. I think, look, a little bit of advice for the gays. I think you should add a letter to the acronym. We've got LGBTQIA+, but I think there is one more letter we should add, which is W. And it's for when you meet a... No, that's not what the W stands for.
It should be.
It's that thing where you meet, and it's like almost always men. You meet a man, and you say, wow, that was a nice guy. I enjoyed meeting that man. And then later somebody says, have you met his wife? And then you say, wife? You say, wife. And so I think we should add W for wife.
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 So like a guy who exists in that space of like Wife?
Oh, yeah, where I felt like,
Wife?
where you meet a guy and you're so unthreatened by his presence
Yeah.
because at no point do you perceive him as someone who
Yeah.
would be sexually interested in you. And you're
Yeah.
like, that was great. I really enjoyed meeting that guy. You find out later he has a wife and you go, oh, wife?
Wife? So what you're suggesting is we have LGBTQIA wife?
Wife?
Okay, I like that.
Wife, you say. It's not anything bad.
I don't think it's
It's
hurtful
just
at
that
all.
we didn't think that you had a wife. And we have now discovered that you do.
Good
It could
for
be
her.
H. It could be H for Let us know. LGBTQIA plus. Let us know if it should be or
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah, let us know. And let us know if Megan's canceled. I had nothing to do with it, just for the record.
I think it might be bad. I think I maybe shouldn't have said it.
I think it's fine. It's not Pride Month anymore, so we can.
We can be hateful.
And if you are mad about it, it means that you hate our patriotism.
I guess what I want to say is I want to be really clear that you can present heterosexuality any way you want. And in fact, I would love for there to be more guys where I go, wife?
Yeah.
I would love that.
It's a positive stereotype, what you're saying.
I feel safe around you. You know what I
It's
mean?
benevolent discrimination.
Yes, exactly.
So it's
exactly.
fine.
It's like how, as a woman, I think a man should offer me their seat because I'm tired. It's benevolent sexism.
It's like a man assuming that you're good at cooking.
And
It's
then
actually a nice thing.
And then I am. I don't know.
I think it's fine. I'm just teasing you.
Oh,
I mean, the only danger really is that you're giving that man too much credit because he could be horrible.
he could be horrible.
behind closed doors and not bi at all.
Yeah. I guess he could be bi, and maybe that's bi wife energy or bi husband energy. Write in, let us know, LGBTQ.
It's quite a riddle, Megan.
Oh, Lord.
It's quite an enigma.
It's a real enigma.
If only there was someone we could ask.
I can kind of hear the party popping off in the,
I know.
in the courtyard.
Do you think they'd let us come to the party?
Who's going to keep us out of it? The question is, do I want to go to that party? And I'm pretty sure that they... Blumptious.
Oh, potato corner.
Bomboclot. Anyways, that's advice for the gays and bis and wife.
If you know of someone who's bi, let me know.
If you know of a man who you felt comfortable around because you thought one thing about him and then you found out later he had a wife, and then I'm not canceled, let me know. Dear, text me back at gmail.com, 703-829-0003.
Megan, I think it's the least of our problems. You know what I mean? Like if someone wanted to spend their energy canceling you over that.
Over what?
Over.
That's not what I expected. Wife. Anyway, I don't remember what we've talked about, or did we do that after a break?
What?
And what are we doing next? I have to look
You know
at my
what,
phone
Megan?
again.
It's a real riddle. You might call it an Edward enigma.
You know what? We already did that, and nobody liked it the first time.
Define nobody.
Me.
Gotcha.
All right. Thanks for sharing that thing about the bisexual Riddler.
That's why he's got the question marks.
Yeah. And thank you to producer Allie for letting us know that he kissed Oswald Cobblepot. Cobblepot? No, what? Chester Copperpot.
On his little beak. Chester Copperpot is from
It's
Goonies.
from Goonies. Hang on. That reminds me. I have a microsegment called That's Annoying to Me. When you said Goonies, I thought of this. It's this. When the characters find, say, an ancient text or a treasure map, whatever, the ancient text or the treasure map is in a foreign language. And then when they translate it into English, it rhymes in English.
Yeah, shut up.
And guess what? Goonies, Lord of the Rings, both do that. What the fuck?
Come on.
happened there?
You know how much work it takes? Like, people go to school to become a translator who can, like, translate a poem and make it. You know what I mean?
Give me a break.
Those people have tenure. Like, put some respect in their mouth.
In their mouth.
That's where words come from, Megan.
Anyway, we're going to take a break. Let us know what's pissing you off for no reason. And then we're going to end the show. Get ready. end today's show with this. I checked into the hotel and put on my PJs immediately. And I put on my Thor Ragnarok crop top.
Cute.
Okay? And then I think to myself, you know what? I want to order a little bottle of wine to my room. I think that will be nice. And it was. It rocked. I turn on the TV. What I'm looking for actually is our favorite show to watch in a hotel, Forensic Files.
Yeah.
For the first time in history, Forensic Files is not on TV.
I couldn't find it either.
I haven't been able to find it for like 2 days that we've been here. I haven't been able to find it, which is how I ultimately ended up last night watching SVU and also this morning.
You know what I watched? The Office, the American Office.
Oh, nice.
And it was like a late stage episode. Like Michael Scott was gone.
Yeah. Some of those are pretty good. Man.
Oh yeah, I watched the whole series. Like
Yeah.
I have no memories. The later seasons I only watched one time. I didn't remember any of this. But yeah, I was chuckling, and then our good friend Owen Ellickson's name came up on the screen.
Isn't that so thrilling?
Yeah, it's really thrilling.
We know a guy who wrote for The Office, and also he did Superstore. If anyone watches Superstore,
and Fallout,
Fallout,
which I haven't watched yet. Sorry, Owen.
Last time I saw
Owen,
Owen,
if you're listening,
I'm so annoying. Last time I saw him, I was like, "What's Kyle MacLachlan like? I'm obsessed with him." And he said he was really nice, so that made me happy.
I believe it.
Anyway, so here's what really happened. So I'm searching. I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to find Forensic Files. I can't find Forensic Files. But get this, babe. Avengers Endgame had literally just started on FX. And I said, my bottle of wine is coming up.
Oh my
I'm
God.
literally wearing my Thor t-shirt. So I'm like in bed waiting for my wine to come. I'm watching Endgame. They've just arrived.
Well, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I'm just gonna tell you they had just arrived to talk to Fat Thor, and Fat Thor's like has Mjolnir is like in Fat Thor's like umbrella stand, which I hadn't noticed. By the way, there's a really funny line read that I had forgotten about. So
I thought he got fat because he was sad because he lost Mjolnir.
No, he got fat because he was sad because he didn't.
It's
Didn't do a spoiler that you don't know about yet. So
got it.
So anyway, but there's a really funny line read where Ant-Man shows up at Avengers headquarters and he goes, "Is that anybody's sandwich?" And then he takes it and eats it. It's so funny. Anyway, so it had like just started. They're arriving to like talk to Fat Thor in Norway, and I hear a little knocking at my door. And I'm like, oh my God, my wine's here. This is so exciting. So I go and open the door and they come in and I'm like, oh, you can just leave it on the table. And we're chit-chatting. And she's like, oh my God, is this on? Is this like on TV? And I'm like, yes, it just started. It just started and my wine's here. And I'm like so excited. And then she looks at me and she goes, "And you're wearing the shirt." And I said, "Yes. Oh my God, I'm wearing the shirt." I was like, I'm so excited. I love this movie so much. And now I have my little wine and I'm wearing my shirt. I'm just like in the best mood ever. And she's like, "I'm going to go turn this on at the bar downstairs." And I was like, yay. Like, it was so fun and so nice. But I like tried to leave her a really big tip because it was just like the best little interaction I've ever had in my life. It was so fun. And so I said, "I'm making friends."
She said, "This lady is wearing the t-shirt and watching the movie."
I think she was, I perceived it as her being nice, but in retrospect, maybe she was like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, no, for sure." And I was like, I didn't plan this.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
I put the shirt on before I knew the movie was on television.
She's your
But also I
friend.
was wearing a Thor Ragnarok shirt.
Sure.
It's totally different film.
So did she join the clique with you and Ellen?
Yeah, she got in bed with me. And we watched it together and drank wine.
Oh.
Actually, I drove a wedge between her and Allie, and now she and I are best friends.
Oh, wow.
So this is an
Okay.
opening for you to get in with Allie.
Pouncing
Yeah.
on it.
Anyway, it was just a really lovely little afternoon, and then I laid in bed and watched it right up to the end when the thing happens that you don't know about. Got chills once again. It was beautiful.
I've been doing my homework, by the way. I watched Thor 1. I watched...
Are you going to write about this or have you written about it?
I haven't written about it. I watched Captain America 1.
Mm-hmm.
I watched...
Maybe Iron Man, or maybe I told you to skip
I've seen
those.
Iron Man
Yeah.
already.
I think we talked about this, and I think you watched all of the movies necessary to watch
Okay.
the first Avengers.
Okay, great. I have a question about the Avengers, specifically about Ant-Man.
Yeah.
So Ant-Man's power is that he can shrink himself to the size of an ant?
Well, it's kind of like a Batman situation where he doesn't have that power.
He has a machine?
He has a special suit, basically.
Okay. So if I'm Ant-Man and I want to eat a sandwich, wouldn't it be advantageous for me to shrink myself,
Mm-hmm.
take a crumb of sandwich,
Yeah.
fill my tummy, re-expand to
But
the
then
si-
I think you're
But
re-expanding the stomach.
it wouldn't become a giant sandwich molecule.
Oh, that I couldn't tell you. We'll have to ask Hank Pym.
Is that his name?
That's Michael Douglas's character's name.
All right.
Hank Pym, if you're watching, let us know about the mechanics of Ant-Man's stomach contents. Anyways, it was a great afternoon. Lovely. Made friends. Also, I always feel like it's such a great charm victory when I win somebody over in Seattle specifically, because while I don't really believe in the freeze, we definitely do have some antisocial, we fall back on some antisocial stuff. So if I win over a person in Seattle, I'm like, gotcha, bitch. Anyway.
Gotcha, bitch. I feel like I have more stuff I want to say. Oh, have you heard about this? I watched this movie Sinners. Do people know about this?
Have y'all heard about this? Yeah, well, it was nominated for more Oscars than any movie in history. Have you heard about this?
You guys heard about this movie? This movie rocked.
It was.
I finally watched it. Yeah.
We were feasting as a cinema head. We were feasting last year. The movies, the Oscar nominated movies last year were all so good. And Sinners, I truly couldn't decide if I liked One Battle After Another or Sinners better. They were so good. And Sinners, if you haven't seen it, it's so good. Maybe you're thinking, I don't like scary. You should just watch it.
It's worth it. Push through.
Worst case, I didn't, for what it's worth, I didn't find it all that scary. Like, it's definitely blood soaked, if that's an issue for you. But boy, did I love it.
It's upsetting.
Y'all heard about Michael B. Jordan?
You know
Y'all heard about this?
Do you know about this?
I'm going to see if I can get this picture or if she'll let me share it. But my friend Gabrielle has worked on like a bazillion campaigns, and she worked on the Hillary Clinton campaign for a while. And, sometimes for those things, like celebrities will come and be like, vote for Hillary or whatever. And she was at one, I think, in Philadelphia, and they had invited Michael B. Jordan to come to this event, but he didn't have his credentials. So he was like texting to be like, can someone let me in to this thing or whatever? And so Gabrielle had to like go find Michael B. Jordan and like bring him backstage so that he could speak at this event. And like before he goes out, she's like, oh, can we take a quick selfie? And he's like, yeah, of course. Like apparently it's very, very nice. And they take this selfie that is the fucking funniest picture I have ever seen. It looks like my friend Gabrielle is booed up with this man. It looks like they like took a selfie at like prom. Like I think he's holding the camera and they're like, she's like sort of leaning into him and like wearing
when the celebrity holds the camera.
And so he's like, they're both like, like serving a little bit of face. And I'm like, why does this picture look like you just went Facebook official? It's so funny.
God, hard launch.
Like when it literally looks like a hard launch picture. I'm like, when I'm feeling down, I just like message her and be like, will you send me that pic of you and Michael B. Jordan? It's so good. So I'll see if she'll let me share it on our Instagram. It's so funny.
Please, Gabrielle.
Anyway, thanks for listening.
Wait, I'm not done talking about Sinners. I just have one thing to say about Sinners, and I'm kind of going to be a bitch, but it's okay. Don't worry.
Go on.
I don't understand why Ryan Coogler uses that Swedish guy for all of his music.
Oh, spicy. Okay.
I just feel like, why are we? This is like a movie about black music.
I know.
And there's like a white Swedish guy
that
did the music, even though I loved it.
Yeah, I think
I'm
that's
just
fair.
saying, I don't know about Ludwig.
I don't know about Ludwig.
I might cut this.
You know what I would love? What I would love so much is a spin-off movie with the Choctaw vampire hunters. Those guys were so awesome, so cool, and they're only in the movie for like 3 minutes.
Right.
But I'm like, I would watch a trilogy about those guys.
Also, I love that they're like, hey, that guy's really dangerous. And she's like, what are you talking about?
But he's white though. So
and then they're
that?
like, okay. Like, burn the house. You know he's in there. Set it on fire.
I think, it was about to become nighttime, and they were like, if we aren't successful, he can come out.
They were like, we don't have time to make a fire.
We don't have time for that. And also, we tried to tell you.
We tried to tell you.
I hope we get to explore that a little bit more, because it was great.
Sorry I said a critique.
Wow. Canceled.
But it was about...
Not me, though. I haven't said anything cancelable this entire episode.
That's right.
Anyway, now we're going to end the show.
Now I'm satisfied.
Well, that's Text Me Back podcast.
we would have talked longer, but
The
Mackenzie
old
Bezos
ball
out
and
here,
chain over
out in the courtyard.
Lauren
Bye,
Sanchez
bye, bye, bye.
showed everybody her BBL and they're going insane. But thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to support this, or if you don't want to support this,
They're clapping for us.
patreon.com/textmebackpod. Okay, we're going to go kiss. Bye.
Bye. We love you.
Mwah.